I'm Shona Hammondboys and I'm the founder of the Children's Art Houses in New Zealand. There are many children's art houses being set up. Currently I'm here in Ōpōtiki and this is a wonderful children's art house. The children care very much. The youth in Ōpōtiki have painted 30 murals for the town for free for the town because they love art and they want to be contributing creative citizens. And now we are setting up a mural tour and we moved buildings to a great big timber mill, and it's this timber mill that we're cleared out and turning into studios and galleries for all sorts of art for the children of Ōpōtiki. But we need funds. The children have shown us and the youth have shown us that they care. They treasure this place. They're looking after their arts. They've cleaned up the town. It's free of graffiti. It's now a time when we show collective responsibility and fund this house. So please be generous because these children are generous and they need you now to step up and join them. Countless volunteers have stepped up to help so far. It's incredible the work that has been done, and now those countless volunteers, some of them will tell you where they come from and why they're involved in this project.
The arts nourish the spirit, there's no doubt about it. As a local primary school teacher, I know that many of the children who attend this art house are disengaged in the academic school system. Here they feel comfortable, safe, secure and are very happy creating wonderful pieces of art. I believe that every community should have an art house such as we are fortunate to have here in Ōpōtiki. If this wonderful work is to continue, we need financial support.
Well, for some of the children that have been referred through our service, they're needing somewhere they can feel safe and explore and find the talents that they didn't know they had or expand the talents that they've got. It's out of the nowhere else can they find that but in this kind of environment in an art house. So it's precious. It's a precious part of being in Ōpōtiki and in general, but we're very lucky to have it. Everyone's so desperate for funding. We have to be the voice for the children and not just leave it on one passionate person. So if this is a way that we can express that, you know, the children are the most precious and vulnerable members of our society, and we need to put our money where our mouth is and just see where we can get that funding. Absolutely.
Kia ora everybody, my name's Tom Daniels, known by most locals here in Ōpōtiki as Tumo. I've been in this in the Ōpōtiki community for most of my life, so I grew up around here. As you can see in the background, grew up around art. Like most kids, you know, take a fascination to art as a young kid, especially when it comes to marae and everything. So my artwork started off with art, and I am now, I won't say professional, but now I am now fully qualified in toi whakairo, which is carving. So that's where my art perspective comes from. I love carving, I love artwork. So I started carving when I was in my teens, pretty much around 13. At that time, you know, it kind of beats a PlayStation 4 or gaming console, if you know what I mean. So that was a good way for me just to get grounded and everything. My dad, he was a strong believer in all of the above too, you know, especially tikanga and whakapapa and all. So when I took up a fascination with toi whakairo, carving, he was actually quite rapt. I started off small, you know, started doing 21st keys for all the cousins and all the whānau. You know, one thing Dad always used to say was never take money, just ask for koha. A lot of people have forgotten what koha is these days. They always think it's about cash. You know, a meat pack is koha, especially if you've got a tribe of kids and all. So, you know, a koha is a koha. Sometimes love is the most ultimate koha of all, and that's what we're pretty much trying to do here now. Ask the community for a whole lot of love. You know, the art house, my father's been involved with Shona and the art house for a number of years. Because of what Dad does with the community and for the community. You know, he was quite a busy man when he was on this earth. You know, he always told me, like, before his passing, you know, make sure you stay involved with community work, community service, anything to do with the community, you know. So I've tried to maintain that. Shona hit me up a while ago, you know, did you still want to carry on Dad's legacy for the art house? You know, that was one of his wishes before he passed. So, you know, I told Shona, yeah, I'm down with anything, Shona. Yeah, I'm down with anything. And in this day and age, there, everyone's so busy with trying to survive in this community, survive in this world. You know, that we always forget the small things in life. You know, AKA our kids. Sometimes, like this place here, this is the ultimate place for kids to come back and be kids. You know, you got Shona and the ladies here. They are a bunch of brilliant ladies, humble, loving. You can't really ask for more than that. You know, in my own perspective, mums. You know, so they show a lot of love. They give a lot of time, you know, and support towards the kids. So part of this kōrero I'm going on now is just asking the whānau out there, you know, to show a little love, show a bit of compassion. Our art house does need funding. You know, just support from our local community. Big shout out there to our pack houses out there in Ōpō, you know, OPAC, Eastpac, you know, bit of sponsorship will go down awesomely towards this whānau here. You know, the art house, if those of you remember in the past, used to be around the corner, down Brabant, you know, due to certain issues that arose, you know, Shona and the crew had no choice but to move. So this is the whare there now. It's still a beautiful whare, you know. You know, you give a lady a house and she turns it into a home, you know, and that's what Shona has done, you know, and likewise with all the ladies that she's that's part of her crew. So, you know, once again, big shout out to all the whānau out there. You know, I know like majority of your kids have been through this art house. You know, they can tell you personally the love and support, you know, that Shona and the ladies have given them. You know, the time that's gone into like producing artwork, as you can see in the background, or as you can see on this doco. You know, it's beautiful, and you know, honestly, I wish we had this back in the day. You know, it would have kept us out of trouble. You know, it was a place where we can go and express ourselves through art. You know, so just to finish off, you know, on behalf of myself and Dad, you know, just a big shout out to the whānau. Come down here, support our local Ōpōtiki community art house. You know, it's been here for yonks, bro. You know, so this is what we do. This is what your kids love to do. You know, so keep it real Ōpōtiki, keep it real New Zealand. And also to all the other pack houses around New Zealand, this is a good opportunity to jump on board and support something that, like, it's different. You know, it's different than supporting like a rugby team or netball team or something. You know, support something small, support something mighty. You know, small things come in, or is it large things come in small boxes? Well, this is small and it became mighty as with the right people behind it. Peace, y'all. You fellas stay safe out there.
Probably the most poignant memory I remember is when a little girl came in and she just looked around and she went, "Whoa, look at all the colours, and oh, this place is amazing," she said. And then on another occasion someone had come as a visitor and she ran out there very enthusiastically and said, "Oh, I want to show you around, I'll show you around." And I could tell that for her at that moment it encapsulated all the feelings of belonging that she wanted to. She felt that this place was somewhere where she could come once or twice a week and be herself and experience the inner child.
The great thing I see about this for children is it lifts them up, it encourages them, and so this just brings out it gives them the courage to be people and to go forward and be successful in life. And that's what we want for all these young people. Living in Ōpōtiki is a very hard area for young children to grow up easily. There's so much drugs, there's so much gang warfare, and this is one of the answers. In fact, a very, very big need as an answer, to give these children love and take them forward and encourage them. The work that Shona does with these children is quite amazing. There's over 200 children at the moment are using this resource, and we need funding to do this and to own the building and to make the program work. What's happened so far is we've done everything by voluntary labour and voluntary help in the district. We've cleaned out the old shed completely, and now we've got this colourful surroundings for children to enjoy and go forward with. I thank you, and whoever we face, we ask you to help us and guide us in raising funds for this wonderful building and for this really great and exciting thing for children. We need your help, and we need it now. Thank you very much.
Hello, I'm Jenny Gregory. I live in Ōpōtiki and I'm an artist, and I'm also a volunteer for the art house. I really believe in the art house and what they're doing for the children, because it's so important for the children to have a focus and a dream. And I think the community should be a lot more supportive of this project, because it's so important for the community and it's so important for the children.
Hi there, my name's Meg Collins. I have known Shona Hammondboys ever since she's been in Ōpōtiki, and her association with the art house, which was originally around the corner in Buchanan Street. I helped her with this youth mural book in 2009 when there were 15 murals in Ōpōtiki. There are now, I understand, 30. Shona has now moved the art house to this wonderful location in Wellington Street, but they really need money to upgrade the insulation and the structure of the building. Please support Shona in her work for the children of Ōpōtiki and Ōpōtiki art.